Welcome to Bria Yoga. I am your yoga teacher, Bria, and in today's yoga class, we're going to be doing a physical abs workout. Going to be engaging our core, breaking a bit of a sweat. So make sure that you have some water at hand, and anytime that you need to throughout this practice, go ahead and press the pause button, take a break, drink some water. Take it easy on yourself, and always remember to listen to your own body above anything that I have to say. Yoga is meant to make you feel good, and you know what your body needs. So always listen to yourself. We're going to get started in Sukhasana. So sit down, crisscross applesauce. Start taking longer, more intentional breaths in and out through your nose. Maybe getting that ujjayi breath going with the slight constriction at the back of your throat. And let's correct our posture before we start. So we're going to bring our shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. So there's a nice long line from the base of your spine to the top of the crown of your head. And the crown of your head reaches up towards the sky, and the base of your spine grounds down towards earth. Inhale your arms up, interlace your fingers, and then turn towards your right using your upper body. Then we're going to bring our left hand to our right knee and our right hand behind us. On each inhale, sit up a bit taller, and gently with each exhale, twist a little more. And then inhale your arms up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers with the opposite pinky on top this time, and then turn towards the left. Then you're going to bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you. Getting more length in your spine with each inhale and just twisting more with each exhale. Being gentle with your spine. And then inhale your arms back up to the sky. Engage your core. Keep your arms reaching. And then we're going to take our legs out wide. It's okay if you need to bring your hands down to help you do that, but go ahead and try it the more challenging way if you want to. Keep your feet flexed. Your legs are straight and your spine is nice and long and straight. I'd much rather you in your forward fold bend your knees than bend your spine, but it's even better if we keep them both straight. So it's okay if you stay up here in your forward fold if this is as much as your body wants to fold today. Doesn't matter what shape you're taking, but go ahead and forward fold. Listen to your body. Doesn't matter what you look like. It's about how you feel in a pose. You can always move around and adjust. And then we're going to sit on up, bend our knees, and bring our feet onto the earth. Be sure that your toes and your knees are tracking in the same direction. And then we're going to raise our bums off the ground and come into a Malasana pose. A deep breath here. We're going to take a bind on either side. So take your right hand, wrap it around your right leg, reach your left arm behind, and interlace your fingers. If your fingers don't reach, you can always just grab onto your shirt or use a yoga strap or anything you have on hand, like a towel, a rope, anything you have that you can grab either side of to help your hands meet each other. And then we're going to come back through center in Malasana and take that bind on the other side as well. And then come back to Malasana. And we're going to bring our feet a bit closer together and slowly try to stand up from here. Engaging your core, squeezing everything. Maybe even going slower than I went. I went a bit fast. And meeting me in Tadasana. So inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together. Lean to the right. Come back up to center and lean to the left. Then we're going to take Warrior Two with our right foot in front. So your right toes are pointed towards the front of your mat. Your right heel is in line with the arch of your back foot, and that back foot is parallel with the back of your mat. Bend your knee over your ankle and make sure you're keeping weight in that back foot as well. Your arms are long in a T and your gaze is over your right fingertips. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. And then coming back to Warrior Two. Interlace your fingers behind you, open up your chest, and fold into Humble Warrior. Come back to Warrior Two. We're going to windmill our arms down. Bring them on either side of that leg and come into a plank pose. We're going to take a vinyasa here. So you're going to bend your elbows into chaturanga. Press up into upward facing dog. And back into downward facing dog. Step your left leg in between your hands and come into Warrior Two on this side. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then back to Warrior Two. We're going to interlace our hands behind our back and fold forward into Humble Warrior. Remembering to keep some weight in that back foot. And then come back to Warrior Two. Windmill your arms down. And take another vinyasa. So coming to plank, chaturanga. And then we're going to come back to plank and take another chaturanga. Back to plank and another chaturanga. And then we're going to take upward facing dog or cobra and come back to downward facing dog. Step your right leg in between your hands, coming in to Warrior Two. Straighten that front leg. Reach forward until you can't reach anymore, coming into triangle pose. Take a deep breath here. And then back to Warrior Two. Windmill your arms down, taking a vinyasa. Coming into plank, chaturanga. Add an extra chaturanga. And then one more chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog. Bring your left leg in between your hands. Coming into Warrior Two. Straighten that front leg. Reach forward. And come into triangle pose. Take a deep breath. And then back to Warrior Two. Windmill your arms down, coming into plank, chaturanga, maybe doing an extra chaturanga, and one more chaturanga, and then upward facing dog or cobra, and back into downward facing dog. You can bicycle your knees here for a moment if you wanna, and then we're gonna come into table. So reach your right hand out towards the front of your mat. Straighten your left leg so it's floating above your mat in line with your hips. And then bring your knee to your elbow and exhale, straighten your arm and your leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Keep going in time with your own breath. Almost done. And coming back to table, and you're gonna raise your left arm, straighten your right leg, and do the same thing on this side. So bend your knee, meet it with your elbow, and then straighten. Bend and straighten. Keep going at your own pace. Engage your core as you do it. Almost done. You can do it. All right, coming back to table. Then we're gonna bring our forearms down onto the mat, interlace our hands, and straight come off your knees onto your feet, coming into a dolphin pose. So your back is like, your body is like down dog, except your forearms are on the ground. Take a deep breath. And then push forward into dolphin plank. So it's like plank pose, but your forearms are on the mat. And then back into dolphin. Dolphin plank, dolphin. Push forward into dolphin plank, press back into dolphin. Keep going at your own pace. Engaging your core. Remember to breathe. Almost done. All right, come back into table. And then we're gonna sit back on our bums. Hug your knees into your chest. We're gonna come into boat pose. We're gonna balance on our bums. Keep your spine nice and long and raise your legs. You can grab behind your thighs to help you get in it, and either keep your knees bent, or if you can, go ahead and straighten them and bring your arms to your sides. I'm gonna keep my knees bent today. And then we're going to, without actually touching the ground, we're gonna lean all the way back and straighten our legs. And if you're up here, you would just go like this. Don't touch the ground, and then come back into boat. So it works the same if your knees are straight or bent, but if your knees are bent, it's a bit easier. So straighten and bend, straighten and bend. And keep going at your own pace. Engaging your core, remembering to breathe. Keep going, you got this. Keep going, keep going. You can do it. And meet me back into boat pose. And then you can drop your knees down. Lean back a little bit. We're gonna come all the way onto our backs. And then we're gonna raise our legs up. Keep your core engaged. Flex your feet, straighten your legs. And then drop them about halfway. And hold. And then come almost touching the ground, but not quite. Keeping your core engaged. Don't touch the ground. Hold here. And then come back to about halfway up. And then all the way up. So your legs are straight. Your body's kind of trying to make an L shape, but the shape doesn't matter as much as how you feel does. And then we're going to come back to halfway. And 3/4 of the way down. And almost touching, but not quite touching. And then all the way back up. And drop your legs down. Interlace your hands, bring them behind your head, and then squeeze your core and sit up just a little bit and come back down. And then again, just a little bit and come back down. And then another sit up. And keep going. Keep going. You got this. Then we're going to lay all the way down again. Raise your feet off the floor just about an inch. Squeeze your core. Hold here. Keep your legs straight. Point your toes. And then you're going to raise it about another inch. And keep raising those feet slowly, slowly, slowly. You're going to stop at about halfway and hold here. And then keep raising them. And now your feet are pointing up towards the sky. And you're going to come up onto your shoulders. Be sure not to move your neck when you get up here in the shoulder stand. Keeping your weight on your arms, pointing your legs up to the sky. Only take this pose if you feel comfortable, and if you don't, come right down. And if you feel comfortable here, you can drop your legs behind you into plow pose. Interlace your hands and pull them away from your body. Thanks, Park. And then raise your feet back up to the sky. Grab your back and slowly come all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab the pinky toe sides of your feet and come into happy baby. You can rock side to side here. We're going to hug ourselves again. Bring your arms to a T. Drop your legs off to one side, looking over the opposite side. Come back through center and drop your legs the other way. Come back through center, hug your legs in. Inhale and raise your right leg up to the sky. Grab behind your thigh. And then drop it off to the right, looking over your left. And then bring it back through center and drop it over to the left side, looking over your right. Reach it back up to the sky and then drop it down. And then you're going to lift your left leg, grab behind your thigh. Drop that leg off to the left, looking over your right. And take it through center and drop it off to your right, looking over your left. Reach it back up to the sky. Grab behind your thigh, pull it in once more, and then drop it down. If there's any more poses that you want to take before meeting me in Shavasana, now is your chance. Otherwise, relax into your Shavasana, the most important pose of your practice, where all the benefits from all the other poses can really sink in. Start making small movements in your fingers and in your toes. Reach your arms up above your head. Roll off to your side and slowly meet me back in Sukhasana. Bring your hands together at heart center. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to the universe, and be kind to all life everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. You can find more yoga on briayoga.com.